Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel Barbee. I would like to encourage everyone on my Facebook friends list, everyone on my Twitter page, everyone in my social groups, and all of my listeners from around the globe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. Hit that like button and share this video podcast with your friends, ladies and gentlemen. Help make this video podcast go viral by posting it on your Facebook page, your Instagram page, and your Twitter page. This video podcast is available in 3 forms: audio, video, and as a written text in order for us to reach our audience. What can you expect from my YouTube channel? You can expect updated information about my video podcasts, the latest information about our film project, access to my revised book on my Amazon author page, access to my virtual store, our PayPal page, and our GoFundMe page under the About section. We look forward to having you on board with us as we embark upon this exciting project. In order to follow along with my presentation, I strongly recommend everyone on my Facebook friends list to please exchange emails with me so that I can email you everything I do online. Also, I would like for my listeners to follow me on my Medium page. This is where I post my actual speech. I also provide my sources under Show and Prove. I recommend that you watch the video clips I provide to fully understand what's happening in America. Although my Christian business is not up and running, I use this video podcast to promote critical thinking and solving black issues in a constructive manner until Kyrie, Chicago materialize. This online talk show is an extension of the grassroots community activist movement. It's my hope to connect with other like-minded black people, African people, Caribbean people, and people from Latin America through this podcast and through my social groups. We're trying to create a team of black middle-class professionals who will bring innovative solutions to the African American community. We will execute a new paradigm and raise the bar in Black America beginning in Chicago. I use this platform to interact with everyone on my friends list, everyone in my social groups by giving black business owners free airtime to promote their products and services. I give people in the faith community an opportunity to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. I give black authors and ordinary law-abiding citizens an opportunity to share their special talents and skills to my listeners from around the globe. After the show, I offer my guest speakers an incentive by teaching them how to create their own podcasts and YouTube channel to help them earn extra revenue. I also assist people on my friends list with creating basic websites, finding college scholarships, grants, housing, and legal services, all for free. I want to produce things like films and black businesses. I don't want to be online begging. For me, I want to exchange something of value. My thing is, if I am going to ask for something, then I'm going to have a product or service behind it. Upcoming events. I would like to take the time to wish all of my group members and everyone on my Facebook friends list a safe and happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas in advance, as well as prepare together with family and friends and give thanks for what we value. We would like to give everyone a brief update. If you would like to come on the podcast, we're still available on Friday, November 18th through Wednesday, November 23rd after 1:30 p.m. American Central Time. Just hit me up on Facebook so that I can do a brief sound test with you through Facebook Messenger as a voice call. We will also be available Thursday, December 1st through Friday, December 23rd. We will return Thursday, January 5th. Our New Year's theme, not another 31 years. I'm asking everyone on my Facebook friends list and everyone in my social groups who have an active platform, please allow me to come on your show to promote our film project, my revised book, and my virtual store. I am trying to use this technology to help spread my vision and plan to those who will listen. Instructions on how to participate on the show. First, watch my video podcast. This is called Side A. After I finish my presentation, then I will open up the phone lines through Facebook Messenger. This is called Side B. You can interact with me in real time, either by voice call, by clicking on the phone icon, or by video call, by clicking on the camera icon. Today's topic of discussion is as follows. Reparations rally for FBA/DAS in Washington, D.C. Corporate lynching of Kyrie, Irving. Illegal Latino immigrants demanding $30 an hour for Uber Eats. New Black Panther film, Wakanda Forever versus grassroots film, Hood Liberator Made in Chicago, the war against Willie Lynch begins. Our first topic, reparations rally for FBA/DAS in Washington, D.C. I would like to give a shout out to our brother Tariq Nasheed for gathering his followers to participate in this historical event, Reparations for FBA, which is Foundational Black Americans, or DASH, Descendants of American Slaves. I thank all of you who showed your support. The event was a major success. One of my group members posted a video clip of the event. I post the link on my Medium transcript under Show and Prove. Pushing for reparations and an anti-black hate crime bill is something we have to do. We never gotten anything from just voting. Our people had to always take it to the streets through marching and protesting. Also targeted economic boycotts. For example, the Montgomery bus boycott. The white supremacist financial elites are under pressure to pass the Civil Rights Act, but they use trick language by adding the word minority to our struggle, which included white women and other groups, but none of those groups were enslaved. Now we are starting to control the narrative and demand Pacific resources for our group only. We don't want to hear about people of color, disenfranchised, marginalized. A lot of our people don't have an idea about benign and neglect policies written in the Moynihan Report or anything about Memorandum 46. Once Black Americans receive reparations, then Africa, the Caribbean, and Latin America will also receive theirs too. Black American is owed a debt which our ancestors fought and died for us to be free. There would be no America if our ancestors didn't build it. I did my best to explain why this rally was necessary. I need our FBA/DAS family, as well as everyone on my Facebook friends list and everyone in my social groups, to help get my revised book on that bestsellers list so that people will take our cause serious, which is help stop the genocide in American ghettos, starting in Chicago. We ask that you also support our film project. Once we're able to get our film project fully funded and made, then we plan on applying our resources into the African American community, beginning on the west side of Chicago and eventually expand to the south side of Chicago. Reparations Chicago will help create jobs in our community. We will offer utility assistance, housing services, child care, and youth services for our members. We will also offer a second chance program that will focus on hiring ex-offenders of nonviolent crimes, former gang members, and homeless individuals within the community based on our budget and sponsorship. Reparations Chicago will take the lead to promote a mass movement of Black businesses through the Midwest and hopefully across the nation. 31 years is a jail sentence. I have been reaching out to Black people online and in real life. Many people that I ran across told me that they are not interested. Truth be told, many Black people are comfortable being oppressed. They don't want to build anything for for the black children. They don't want to read my revised book and my vision and plan to improve Black America. We have been removed from the conversation about our issues. The mainstream media has decided to make our issues about everybody else. For example, I found an article on CNBC about Asian Americans becoming the center of affirmative action debate. Now, debate and the discussion has to be specifically and solely on what will be done for the descendants of American slaves. The buffer class strategy is on. There's another piece that CNBC has done entitled, quote, How the Model Minority Myth Holds Asian Americans Back at Work and What Companies Should Do, unquote. I provide the video clip on my Medium transcript under Show and Prove. I also found another interesting video clip entitled, quote, Is the U.S. Losing Its Chinatowns, unquote. Chinese Americans are allowed entry into America to be a counter workforce to compete against black people who were released out of bondage. I encourage my listeners to read up on Woodrow Wilson. It was U.S. policies to allow other groups to enter this country except for black immigrants. I provide information about him on my Medium transcript under Show and Prove. Every time black people build something for ourselves, the white supremacist financial elites become jealous, and they sabotage us through an intimate domain. No other group is sabotaged the way we are in America. Do the research, choose any black massacre in the United States of America, and look into the history behind it. Please leave a public comment on my Facebook page and on my YouTube page about the topic. Most of all, share this podcast with your friends. This will help get the ball rolling. Our second topic, corporate lynching of Kyrie Irving. I believe Kyrie Irving has been targeted by the white supremacist financial elites. All he did was post a link to a documentary that's already on Amazon. He did not leave any commentaries. If this documentary is so anti-Semitic, then why is it on a public forum? Why the ADL is not going after Jeff Bezos? According to ESPN, the article entitled, quote, Kyrie Irving cites responsibility stopped short of apology, unquote. The commissioner of the NBA, Mr. Silvers, who is also Jewish, said he was going to personally talk with Kyrie. So, after hounding this brother, he finally apologized after the Brooklyn Nets suspended him for failure to disavow anti-Semitism. I still don't understand how is it anti-Semitic for saying black people are the original Hebrews. Nike said they are suspending their relationship with him. The story from TMZ, Anti-Defamation League, refused to accept Kyrie Irving's $500,000 donation. When other groups of people are offended, you have to pass the bag. How much money did Drew Brees or Riley Cooper had to pay for offending black people? I'm disappointed that many black celebrities with large platforms are attacking Kyrie Irving. In this country, we have freedom of speech and freedom of expression. All these other groups have support among themselves. Black people don't support each other enough. This is what I am trying to create for our people, something equivalent to the ADL, and create an alliance with African nations. The record industry is not owned by black people. They elevate the worst of black people. Violent entertainment, like drill music. The movie industry elevates the worst of black people. Andy Cohen is Jewish, and he created the Real Housewives of Atlanta, promoting black degeneracy. Everyone is discussing Kyrie Irving because of what he posted online about a documentary entitled Hebrews to Negroes, which is still on Amazon. Notice all this time, Jeff Bezos has never been accused of being anti-Semitic, only Kyrie. The ADL and the Brooklyn Nets gave him a checklist of 6 things he must complete before he can return to his team. They are as follows: condemn the movie, $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes, sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training, meet with ADL and Jewish leaders, meet with Joe Tassi to demonstrate understanding. It's like they are trying to emasculate this brother for retweeting a documentary that's available on a public forum. If this is going to be the standard, then people who say racist things about black people need to complete anti-black racism training too. I never see a white athlete treated like this. Remember, he only shared a link. He didn't call for the harm of anyone. He did not deny the Holocaust. Other groups don't denigrate their people in public. I blame some of the black commentaries for ruling some of this. The white supremacist financial elites don't like the fact that black men are getting powerful. They're dealing with a Kaepernick situation. They prefer everyone to act like LeBron, focus only on their shoe deal. They're not supposed to have independent thought. The ADL want to make an example out of him. He has been a disciplinary issue as far as stating what he thinks. Remember what the UN ambassador to Israel said. He said Kyrie thought he could make these comments, but we had to put him in his place. They can't control us in the political space. Notice the term anti-Semitic is only reserved for black people to sit here and deny a person their First Amendment right and try to deprive this brother from making a living. Again, they're not doing this to Jeff Bezos, who is making money from the film. Family. It's very important that we create our own economic base so that we don't have to be at the mercy of the white supremacist financial elites. This is why we have to support our film project and our grassroots media. We need more black prominent leaders to speak out and defend Kyrie. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. He was on Saturday Night Live. He did some jokes about Kanye and made some jokes about Jews. It was comedy. Then the ADL claimed he is normalizing anti-Semitic. They are overextending their reach. The punishment comes down from the dominant society to deprive us from resources. These types of attacks help get us on code with each other. A person by the name of Adam Feldman on Twitter tweeted Dave Chappelle SNL monologue probably did more to normalize anti-Semitism than anything Kanye said. The grassroots media is pulling up these receipts on these guys. Come to find out, this guy has been co-signing a slave play. I post some of his work on my Medium transcript under Show and Prove. We're showing the type of hypocrisy these people are. Please leave a public comment on my Facebook page and on my YouTube page about the topic. Most of all, share this podcast with your friends. This will help get the ball rolling. Our third topic, illegal Latino immigrants demand $30 an hour for Uber Eats. I explained to my group members about 10 years ago that illegal Latino immigrants are going to push for free education for their children. I have a video clip entitled, quote, "Delivery Workers in New York City Rally for $30 an hour, minimum wage," unquote. On my Medium transcript under show and prove. They figure since they live in a sanctuary cities, then they will get what they want. They want the same pay as a skilled laborer for delivering fast food to your door. I noticed that they are also stealing our symbol, the raised fist, from people with legitimate grievances. First of all, they are not supposed to be on the soil, but black people keep voting for these Democrats who have an open border policy. The mainstream media is trying to camouflage this illegal action under the gesture of the black struggle. If black people was transporting a bunch of illegals to America, they would call us human traffickers. They want to make sure this only applies to their group. The illegal Latino immigrants are exempt from the law. This needs to be addressed, family. The government has to intervene on their behalf through social policy that gives them preferential treatment. Otherwise, this will not work. Jewish people understood they don't have the numbers to protect them. What they have is a code of conduct and an economic agenda. When they came out of World War II, they realized they were a soft target, and they focused on social economics, and they created industries that they are represented in. Governments responds to business. The Latino have a goal and mission, and they have an economic status. If Black America don't come against this Willie Lynch mentality among our group, then this will be the downfall of Black America. The Latinos are letting us know what their agenda is: economic and political power for their group. Please leave a public comment on my Facebook page and on my YouTube page about the topic. Most of all, share this podcast with your friends. This will help get the ball rolling. Our fourth topic: new Black Panther film, Wakanda Forever versus grassroots film, Hood Liberator, made in Chicago. The war against Willie Lynch begins. Ryan Coogler has produced another awesome film. I still like the first film better. It wasn't just the movie that made the movie a success. What made it a success was the build-up from billboards, the commercials, and radio ads. After we watch that feel-good movie and leave the theater, the same social conditions remains in our community. I wish Black people would use that same kind of energy to help raise the funds so that we can reach out to Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey about taking on our film project. New Black Panther film only benefits Disney. On the other hand, our film will help us reach the Black masses and also help benefit the African American community by funding our nonprofit faith-based community advocacy organization, Kyrie of Chicago. Our conditions in America will never change unless we unite with other like-minded Black people, African people, Caribbean people, and people from Latin America. I sacrificed 31 years of my life trying to recruit brave and smart Black people from across the United States of America to join our cause. Help stop the genocide in American ghettos, starting in Chicago. Yet I am still on first base. I'm using this new technology called the internet to create social groups, to promote my revised book, to promote my virtual store, to promote my vision and plan on my online talk show, and now trying to take our story to the big screen in order to reach the Black masses worldwide. I refuse to be ignored. I'm trying to do something good for my people who are trapped in American ghettos. Without support from the Black grassroots and the global African family, then I am unable to do my job. All I can do is pray and watch our youth die in the streets of America. And I don't want that. I don't want that at all. And also, I'm not trying to act like I'm all that. All I'm trying to do is generate the capital. And so a lot of people that's full of Willie Lynch, they want to sit up here and just, a lot of them tell me they're not interested in all that stuff. I have family members too They're not interested in buying my book. They're not interested in donating to our film project on GoFundMe. And that's fine. That's fine. And that's why this is going to be membership based. And we're going to declare war on this Willie Lynch mentality within our racial group. Hood Liberator, made in Chicago. The war against Willie Lynch begins. This docudrama is based on my revised book, The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America, 2nd edition. This film will focus on my experience growing up in the inner cities of Chicago, being illegally taken out of my home and placed in several foster homes, then eventually placed into a children's group home called Luther Brook Children's Center in Addison, Illinois. Fighting against bullies and gangs. Earned my freedom from being ward of the state and returned back to my home with my single black mother who had multiple health issues and living in a hostile environment. Accepting Jesus as my Lord and Savior, dealing with hardened criminals in high school and transitioning into college. My experience doing 2 years of street ministry, encountering people from the conscious community, such as Hebrew Israelites, Moors, Nubians, Black Muslims. My personal experience with Jesus/Yahshua and the creation of GRCAM, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. This is going to be a real positive Black empowerment film that needs to be told. I'm asking all of my group members worldwide to get on board and back this. I don't care if people don't like me. I'm not here for people to like me. I'm here to help our racial group, especially our youth, so that they don't have to go through this unnecessary drama and foolishness in our racial group. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to understand, this is why a lot of people end up becoming coons. You know, they figure, hey, you know, I'm not getting support from the Black community. Well, maybe if I cross over and start bashing the Black community, I can get some, I can earn revenue and things like that. That's not what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to keep this real. We're going to separate ourselves from off-code Negroes, hardened criminals, urban terrorists, pedophiles, con artists. We don't want that. I don't associate with those type of people, and I don't want those type of people in my business. I want to make sure that we have our support systems in place, so that way other, I would say, Black youth that want to do something positive in the Black community don't have to endure this rejection and being overlooked for just trying to do something positive, like what I had to go through. So that this organization is for them. If Black people would support our film project like they will do the new Black Panther film, Wakanda Forever, then we will see real change in Black America. Although it's going to be under $1 million and considered low budget, I want to be sure that it will be a quality Black empowerment grassroots film. Out of 1,625 people on my Facebook friends list, only 3 people have donated to this film project so far. Family, we have to do better. Once we're able to raise $200,000, then we will focus on doing a movie trailer and making the movie poster. After the film is fully funded and made, then we will show the film in selected movie theaters and set up a streaming site like Netflix. Please leave a public comment on my Facebook page and on my YouTube page about the topic. Most of all, share this podcast with your friends. This will help get the ball rolling. Again, I want to wish everyone to have a safe Thanksgiving and, a safe, Christmas. And I look forward to seeing you all next year. Peace, blessings.